guys, it's Gina. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day wherever you are. And in today's video, we're just going to be doing an easy, soft glam look. This was originally supposed to be a natural makeup look, but that didn't really turn out, so now it's soft glam. So, keep on watching if you want to see what it is. My socials are down below, like always, and subscribe and join the fam. Let's get right on into it. First thing I'm going to do is use my Colourpop No Filter Concealer like I always do for my eyes. Now, I saw that a lot of people were telling me that for my e.l.f. review, for me maybe to try using an eyeshadow primer to see if they'd work, because they saw people using eyeshadow primers and that's what seemed to really work. But here's my thing about eyeshadow primers is that, one, I have very dry eyelids as well. Like, your girl has dry skin literally everywhere humanly possible. So there's that, and also it just feels so heavy on my eyelids when I use a lot of eyeshadows. Also, here's my thing though, is that if I can get other shadows to work just as good with this $9 concealer, if even that, then it should work with anything and everything. So that's just my little 2 cents into it. But enough of that. So we are going in with today is the Going Coconut palettes, because since this is a neutral, it was going to be like really no makeup look, but I want to do eyeshadow, so that's not happening anymore. This is just going to be a neutral everyday makeup look that you can do, and since this has neutral shades in it, as you can see, we're going to be using this. It was between the Go Coconuts palette from Colourpop or the Bare Necessities palette. Both of them are beautiful, but this is speaking just a little bit more to me today. So what I really liked how my video turned out is that I was looking down while I was doing the eye look because I was looking at the mirror. So we're going to try that again. And again, all the brushes that I use, I'm not going to say what they are this time, but I use all Morphe brushes basically, and if it's not, I'll let you guys know if it's not a Morphe brush, but it's normally a Morphe brush for everything that I use. So the first shade we're going to go in is Shredded, which is right here. We're just going to apply that all over the lid. It has a little bit of like a sparkle to it, but it looks just like the perfect way to just set the eyelids. It just looks like a perfect shade to do that with. Alright, and the next shade we're going to go in is with this Culotta shade. So we're going to try this out now. I love the Honey palette, so I want to see how this palette works because that palette was bomb. So we're going to see what this one does. Now this is supposed to be more of a neutral look, so the shadows are going to be more neutral looking and brown tones, which you guys know I'm a big sucker for. So like, of course I'd have my hands on this palette. Like, do we expect anything less from me? No. And the other thing I want to mention is, yes, it's going to look crazy on the outer corner because I cover it, I clean it up with a makeup wipe after. So that's why it looks a little crazy, but it's just how I get my shape of what I want on the ends, since I'm doing this before we do our full face. I'm in this big kick right now where if a palette is not as good as a $12 palette from Colourpop, then I don't really want anything to do with it, because I don't think that anybody should be less than a Colourpop palette. But I also have to remember that Colourpop is just that good, even though that they are a very reasonable price brand. But it's just, I have just a little bit of like, just tiniest bit of higher standards for a lot of brands. We're next going to go in with Lovely Bunch, which is the shade right here. And we're going to take a different brush to do this, just because it's just a different brown, and I think it would look good on a different brush. And we're mainly focusing this one literally just on in the crease. Now I want you guys to let me know in the comment section down below, what are your favorite Colourpop palettes, since all my videos so far have been about Colourpop. Let me know what you guys think about Colourpop. Do you love them? Are you not a fan of them? Have you tried something that you were like, why did they come out with this? Like, let me know in the comment section down below. I would love to know what you guys actually think about Colourpop as well. Because to me, they're like a very innovative brand, and I really do love them. They come out with things that like no one really thinks of. They do like the monochromatic, which is what a lot of people want, but a lot of people don't like them. Now this is what this eye look is looking like so far. I'm really loving it because it's like brown and neutral like I normally do, but they're different browns and neutrals than I normally do. So that's the big thing for me. I kind of want to add this color right here. If you guys can see, let me get it like closer to camera. It's like a reddish color. I want to try and see what it does. We might regret this. You know what? It's fine. We might regret this decision, but you know, it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. Now I do know there are a lot of people who aren't really a fan of the fact that Colourpop uses these plastic containers instead of, because some of them are paper and most of them are plastic, and I know a lot of people are not a fan of the plastic containers because of how long plastic takes to biodegrade in the landfills and stuff like that. So I know that's like a big thing, but I do know that people don't stop using them because of that, because I know Raw Beauty Christy doesn't really like it either, but she still uses the brand and still loves them. So okay, this reddish brown, which was Shell Yeah, is the perfect decision. This is what it looks like. You can't really tell on camera, or at least I can't tell from looking at the viewfinder if it looks any different, but it is, and I really do like it. There's not as much fallout in this palette as there was in the Honey palette. That one's, I just think it's because it's yellows and how yellows have to be made kind of deal. So that's all I have to say about that, is just how that was. So we are going to get a pencil brush, and we're obviously going to be adding a darker color onto the lids. It's going to be the shade Nutty. I don't really think I'm going to add too much of it, because I think this is like the perfect amount, like the perfect shade without like trying to build it up. Like I might add more like onto my lid. I always get nervous doing the outer V, which is why, it's honestly why sometimes I don't even do it. I skip it because it makes me very nervous. So what we're gonna do is what I did before, and I really liked how it came out, was my concealer trick that I do. So we're taking my brush, but I actually put like the concealer straight onto my lids, and I did not like that, how that came out at all. So we are going to not do that this time. And we're just gonna put it on our palm of our hand, and we're gonna take it on a brush. And this way is gonna work a lot easier. So now we gotta figure out which one of these sparkly shades we wanna do. I'm thinking more of this one. This is Cocoa Crush, or we have Palm Reader. Or do we do Cocoa Crush now and then put Palm Reader on the inner corner? We're gonna do Cocoa Crush. This is what it looks like. Oh. And we're applying it with our finger because it's literally, I only apply things with my finger now. We're gonna add a little bit of Palm Reader on top of that. I definitely have been one for this year of doing sparkly shades and then adding another sparkly shade on top to make it pop. So this turned it from being like completely natural to like, is it really natural? I mean, I see girls wear shadow like this and it's natural. So of course we're going to prime our face with the Farsali liquid glass drops. Let me know if you guys have tried these down below, because if you have not, you are seriously missing out. Anyone else live in states where it's like the weather can't make up its mind? Like yesterday or the other day, I was literally wearing my parka coat because it was snowing and freezing. It was like maybe 20, and today it's like almost 40. So the big difference in the winter, you feel like you're hitting a heat wave. All right, we're taking the Milk Hydro Grip Primer. You guys know I love this stuff. Here's the thing about me though, is I'm kind of like a boring beauty person to watch do makeup, because I use the same products. I use the same products because I love them. But I'm basically showing you guys this would be my go-to going out look for sure. No, I said natural look earlier. This is more of a going out look because I added freaking glitter. We're using the Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Acid Tinted Moisturizer because would I be using anything else for makeup? No, I wouldn't. This is me. You guys know the drill with this stuff. I dot it all freaking around. I love this. I can't wait to get a shade for when it's summertime or when I start getting tan, so that I have it, because I really do love it. And I think this is going to be the perfect foundation for the summer. I really do. This is a perfect match. Can't even tell. Can't. Oh, you can tell, but you can't. But you can. But you can't. And that's what I love about this. I really do. This Colourpop did it with this tinted moisturizer. I've become an advocate for tinted moisturizers, and I really do love them. Obviously, we're gonna fix these dark purple situation when we conceal. Always blend it to your neck, please. This is what we're looking like so far, and this isn't bad. This is not bad. This is gorgeous. The only thing I don't like about my face to do tinted moisturizer is one, these baby hairs are ridiculous, and two are these veins. I don't know when they decided they wanted to like show up and like ruin my makeup process, but they did. And they're here to stay, and they're very annoying. So how I got these purpleness underneath my eyes to go away was more concealer. More concealer on the under eyes. Normally not a thing I do, but it's what had to be done, and you have to like lightly press it in. And it's still gonna pop through eventually, so that's super annoying. I do wanna try the Jouer Essential Concealer in that pen so that I can like really get some in that area. I wanna do my contour stick, there we go, from Benefit, but I do wanna set my under eyes first so that they don't crease. But the thing about the No Filter Concealer, even though that it is mattifying, it does not crease that much on my under eyes, so that's a good thing. We're using, of course, the Hourglass Veil Setting Powder. This stuff is worth the money that it is, I'm telling you, worth it. Now, since I am using this, it's a powder. So it's not a powder, it is a stick bronzer, so that's why I wanted to do this before I set my face, because then if I don't, then that literally defeats the purpose of me setting my face all over and then using this. That's how we're doing this. So we're literally just gonna be taking our beauty blender and blending it in. And then we set it with a bronzer, which I will be using the Hoola Light Bronzer for. And this is perfect because you can get it in your hairline where it's supposed to go so it doesn't look like a straight line. Now, I did this last time as I did my nose, and I was a fan of it. So, we're doing it again. It's literally just a lot of blending. That's all it is. And then adding another, like I'll have to add highlight down the center of it again because it is not highlighted anymore. Now we are going to set our full face with the, we're gonna do it with the No Filter Colourpop Pressed Powder. I'm taking this brush, which is my Jeffree Star brush, and we are just packing it in. And we're going to be using the Hoola Light Bronzer, so I need my bronzer brush. Just this one. We've got our Hoola Light. It's very cute, but little. And hopefully this looks just as good as it did the other day. Oh yeah, it does. Oh, it's like hopefully this looks as good as it did the other day. Now I went back to using this E4 brush, which is what I thought it was, because it literally just works so perfect to do bronzer. And here's the thing, since I'm pale, we're adding a tiny bit to the neck region and then down here. which all it does for me is just warm up the rest of my face. Kind of gives me a little bit of like a dimension, and I really do like it. That's why we do it. That's literally just it. And then we're gonna take this brush that we had our stuff on it, and we're just going to, okay, now we got that done. We are going to set it, not set it, we're going to blend it. That way it's just seamlessly, looks just the tiniest bit sun-kissed. We're gonna be using the Dandelion Light for Blush by Benefit. I don't know what put me on this big Benefit kick, but I really do like them. Absolutely love them. I don't know why either, but you know what? No, I do know why. It's because of Raw Beauty Christie uses some of their products, and I've seen them on everything, and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna give them a try for myself again because I used to love them, and then I just stopped using them, and I don't know why I ever stopped. We're gonna now do eyebrows. I do eyebrows with my Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Wiz now. Also, my brows have been kind of growing. I've been using the Bravo conditioning primer. I use that literally every day, and it's been doing wonders. I'm telling you, wonders on your girl's brows. It's also been like shaping them how I want them to be when I'm just not having a makeup day. Now we are going to set them. We're going to be setting them with the Gimme Brow in the shade 4 by Benefit. I really do love this. This is the perfect shade for me as well. Now here's the other thing. I've been loving not wearing any liner on top lately, but I did love doing this. So I took my eyeliner pencil that I'll be using, and I'm gonna need this. And I line the outer corner. I don't know why, but I've been loving it. And then I take a brush and just blend it to like smoke it out. I don't know why I've been loving it out there, but I do. Really just gives it the like on the outside. What I've done so far, all I did was add it across my actual lash line on the top, and then I took a brush and blended it. It's literally all I did. So this is the Colourpop one. We're just gonna put this on our underneath our eyes like we always do. For highlighter, we're going to be doing the Dandelion Twinkle, and we're just going to be taking this more precise one today because I feel like it, and we're going to put that on here, and we're also going to put a Jeffree one on top of it because why not? Jeffree one we're putting on top of it today is Diamond Wet. I take my brush and blend it more into the skin. Now we're going to take our Morphe Continuous Setting Mist and spray this all over our face before we do our eyelashes. We're going to curl our lashes like we always do. And then we're going to be using the volumizing mascara to apply it. Now, I did really like the Bad Girl Bang Mascara as well, but this stuff is my ride or die. Alright, so that is the end of today's video. I hope you guys really enjoyed it. Please let me know in the comment section down below what other Colourpop palette you want me to use next, because I just smacked that a little bit too hard because I love using these palettes. I've been having a lot of fun. They're getting me back into loving eyeshadow. So let me know what palette you want me to use next, and I will definitely do a video with it. Also, if you enjoy this look, like, come on. Since when do I really do types of tutorials anymore? I don't really do that. But this was also, like I said in the beginning, this was like a natural glam, but also just me playing around makeup and talking to you guys about the stuff I'm using, why I like it, and stuff like that. So if you are new here, please hit the subscribe button and join the fam. Give this video a big thumbs up if you like Colourpop, if you like videos, and if you like me doing makeup videos, like actual doing my makeup. And click that notification bell to know every time I upload a video. That way you can be notified and join me in the chat. And I will see you guys in our next video. Bye guys.